What's up, everybody? This is Alex Hollander from the Shepherd Church Woodland Hills campus. And I just wanted to share a word with you guys about prayer and about God and talk to you a little bit about how we see God and how we see prayer. See, a lot of people treat prayer as a time to ask God for stuff. And honestly, they're not wrong because in some ways, that's what prayer is. But in our consumer-driven culture, it's pretty easy to view God as like he's Santa Claus or something. You know, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. And I think it's easy for us to think that if we're good enough, then God owes us what we want. Or I think a lot of times we treat God kind of like an ATM machine, right? If we store up enough good stuff in our account, then whenever we need to, we can just stop by and make a withdrawal. And you know what? Both of these lines of thinking are really toxic to our faith. You can't earn God's goodness. He gives it to us. And that's what we call grace, right? And while you do often reap what you sow, we don't have lines of credit with God. Prayer, it's not transactional. We don't just pray so that we can get stuff from it. Prayer is actually communal. Prayer is about trust. It's about maintaining love, not earning it. And Jesus teaches us to pray that God would give us what we need, not what we want. See, Jesus knew that in the heat of the moment, our desires could get in the way. He knew that our desires would cloud our thoughts and that we needed clarity. So if you're going to ask God for something, it's wise for you to check your desires. Is this something that I want right now, or is this something that's going to sustain me in the long term? It's interesting that the two things that Jesus tells us to ask for when we pray are for bread and for forgiveness, because Jesus knows what we really need. He knows that we need bread. And see, I see bread as kind of like a metaphor for all the basic things that you need to sustain you in your life, right? And he also knows that we need forgiveness, because forgiveness is the foundational thing that you need in your relationship with God and with other people. So what I want you to do is I want you to take some time today to reshape the way that you think about prayer, to reshape the way that you even think about God. See, is God just some sort of giving machine to you, or is he your father? What does your relationship with him look like? Are you just looking to get whatever you can out of God, or are you trusting him to take care of your deepest needs?